What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Sanda, this time with episode 3. Another really fun episode last week, really loving the concept so far, as well as some of the themes that we're exploring. Not kind of anything major so far, but I do imagine with the whole, this being like a kind of future Japan with the kids being, I wouldn't say going extinct, but I guess they are kind of going extinct, I guess. So yeah, it's just a really interesting world building last episode. We did meet this Saint Nicholas assassin kind of group as well, I think, at the end of last episode. Some kind of organization looking to kill Santa. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more of that. Let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Oh, Leafs on his arm. Oh, not the nose, not the nose. That can't be healthy. I mean, smoking can't be healthy anyway, but burning ink on your cigarette probably can't be too healthy either. Oh, I guess it's the, well, not that this is important, but I guess it's the, how much more unhealthy is it? Probably not that much more. He was pretty fantastic last week, wasn't he? The principal. Liked him quite a lot. What are those needles about? Like one of the only things I don't really get in this opening. That's probably the character we just saw there. Charred fruit. Ah, that was incredibly quick. Charred fruit something. That Pokedex? Bit unlucky, is he? What's that about? Something to do with Santa? Things dropping around, yeah. Maybe that's got something to do with like a Santa song or something. It's probably not exactly that. Some probably that is a, that happens because of it. I don't know. And again, like nothing touched that. What is this? Ah, ah. Is that what it is? I mean, I guess it makes sense. But I've never heard anything like that either. Yeah. But the good kids and the naughty kids. Well, that's not exactly true, is it? People lie to do good as well. Probably less so than to be bad, but yeah. The thing, would the world be a better place if nobody could lie? You could argue that. Probably would. Ah, is that what she was thinking there? Um, yeah, probably would be a better place. Like you wouldn't get any criminals lie in court and they'd admit their crimes and such, which would be awesome. But you couldn't like if a child kind of asked you something or say why this thing happened. Some people may think it's wrong to lie to them anyway, but you couldn't like tell them a lie to spare them from any kind of depression or dark thing. Like you'd have to tell children everything the way it is, and yeah, I think there's good lies, isn't there? Maybe there's a distinction here, but yeah, it's not the case. As with everything as well, it's not black and white, is it? She was actually quite creeped out then. Kind of sucks. You're rotten. Is she the cutest girl in class? We've only seen two, I think, so. That's another thing. If you guys could spot lies all the time, would it make you happier? Not sure it would. It'd be handy, but would it be good for you? Just walking to this guy's saggy ass. I thought that was the other way around, to be honest with you. I was like, well, what if you were this small, you would be walking into people's chimpos. Well, he got some more surgery, didn't he? Quickly. No lies detected. Or maybe they are. Big, big lie detected. Big lie detected. I mean, helpful. Yeah. Yeah. Helpful in this scenario, but harsh. But like the power of it as well. Much like that's on a greater scale than anything we've seen so far by quite some way. Yeah, she's probably the cutest girl in class, to be honest. Although we haven't actually ever seen her in class. She looks sweet though. She looks innocent. Anyone that calls himself the cutest in class, by definition, can't be the cutest in class. The guy in the back, gotta say, he's got to be quite suspect now. Ah, this is a real interesting little thing we've got here now, isn't it? I do wonder, like, this might be too good. Like, it's weird to say this, but this might be like too powerful a thing, like a lie detector like this, to have this early on. I feel like something's got to happen where they either ignore this later on in the story, which I don't think they will, or there's got to be some kind of end to this, because this is just like, again, it's just like, it gives us everything. It's almost too illuminating. But someone just lied about her being dead, so they know for a fact, they must know for a fact, because that happened, that she's alive. So they know, but that leads you to believe that they know where she is, or at least the fact that because she knows they're not dead, that guarantees that she's alive, or that they know that she's alive, or at least they did know. So as I said, I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's handy for these characters, of course, but it might be a bit too illuminating. That was a girl's voice, wasn't it? What the hell happened to him? What the hell? It does, doesn't it? Your kindness will make something fall to show you truly don't care about me. That is the thing, isn't it? It's all down to perception. This could be an incredibly useful tool. Or, like, imagine going gambling with this. Or, this would just create, as you see here, pure paranoia, pure everything's a lie, everybody's lying to me. 200 a day. I think, is that true? That's a lot of lies. Do I lie even once a day? I feel like many days I don't lie at all. I don't know, you guys. 200 a day? But that did say, sorry to pause again, but that did say 200 a day, right? That's crazy. Maybe if you like work at an office. When I used to work at an office, I probably did lie. Maybe like 50 times a day. Yeah, 200 every day. That can't be right. Maybe it's right because the like laws of averages. Again, I personally probably don't lie. In a week, maybe like 5-10 times, maybe. I guess if you were to count things of like how are you, and you just say you're right even though you're not, I guess that's a lie as well. So yeah, maybe I'd say maybe like 20 times a week. But I guess politicians and so on, they probably lie maybe 1,000 times a day, which is crazy, and they kind of bring the average up a little bit. 200's nuts. Like, surely that can't be right. Also, how would you ever test that? What is that? What's the foundation that's based off? How would you? How would you ever know? Like, I don't trust that at all. I think the younger they are, the more you lie. That's for sure. Unless again you're in a certain line like politics or like marketing or something. I guess I'm pretty bad person to judge on that. I don't want to sound like a fairy or anything, but I used to work at I worked at a couple call centers. My first one was for a charity, but half the money would go to us and half the money would go to the charity. So I felt really wrong about asking people for money because I felt like I was scamming people, and I didn't ever make a single. Not a single person ever donated to me. Probably because I didn't have any conviction in what I was saying. I felt terrible about it. So yeah, that job ended in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm glad it did. Obviously, brutalized. It's got a long time to get all those shards of glass out of your hand. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I guess I like to stay quite true to myself. Yeah, I bet it does. A second ago, she must have so many like shards of tiny bits of glass in her hand. Like, fuck. Take ages to fix. I bet it did. Again, yeah, at the very least, someone knows for a fact that she's alive. Yeah, like 100%. They, in their perspective anyway, to the best of their knowledge, believe that. Doesn't mean it's necessarily true right now. But yeah. This is her. Oh. Like what? The hell? When I said that's her, I was talking about the girl that spoke up in class. What the hell? What's this? Do you reckon that's someone dressed up as her? I was thinking a second ago, could this be a... I think I've seen this premise in a horror movie before. I don't know what it's called though. Sleepaway Camp is similar. But there's a girl in that movie that's actually a boy the whole time. I just spoiled that movie, but it's like 50 years old. And they're making a new one actually. After all this time. But yeah, is it the case that maybe she's two people? Maybe she's a little boy half the time. The other time she's Ono, a little girl. I was talking out my ass here, but might be the case. Maybe that's why she's disappeared, because she hasn't actually disappeared. She's just tending to be someone else. But if she was, she would get caught out incredibly quickly now that we've got this lie detector ability thing. You'd think. Oh, Sanda. That's a nice, yeah. Your Sanda, that's old Sanda. The old Sanda. I bet she's probably just happy to actually physically see her alive, at the very least. Potentially. Hmm. Why was she there? Carefully listening if it turns into a cry. Like, how was she just? How was she just walking about this place and she's about to have a funeral? I don't know. Weird, isn't it? This is very weird. I again, my thought is that was someone dressed up as her. I wasn't actually her. Yeah, this timing is quite funny, isn't it? I mean, I know they pronounce people dead and assume they're dead after a certain amount of time of someone being missing, but I feel like if it's a young person, you should give a little more time, or like just kind of always hope that they're alive out there somewhere. As naive as that may be. So we're gonna celebrate. Ah, sorry guys. Ugh. So I said, crazy, isn't it? You're now noticing. You're gonna bomb the place? Yeah, I bet you do. And I would have gone crazy. I would have gone crazy in this fucking universe. Can't lie to you guys. I was a right little shit. I got a few warnings from the police. Not bad, man. But yeah, got to some mischief. Most of the time, they're just like going to like abandoned places, disturbing things. Yeah, bit of general nuisance. Nothing major. I mean, I get that. Oh, there's that guy we saw earlier. Oh, he's doing that thing again with his fucking eyebrow. Oh, he did. He spent 20 years doing nothing. Oh, he's got some. Oh, he's got some skills. Not bad. I doubt I could do that first. Definitely not first time. Actually, I don't know. It's not that difficult. Probably not first time though, for sure. But there's a few Japanese football players that are like 50, isn't there? They age quite well. Don't see that too many other places. Usually the retirement age used to be a lot earlier, like 30s, early 30s. Now it's like mid 30s. But for Asian footballers, it seems like 40s. Not everyone, but yeah, quite sprightly. Oh yeah, kind of true. Poor kid. Oh. And there is. I mean, surely that was given away earlier. No, I mean, he just doesn't seem to care. he's too invested in the relationship. Oh, he did. He's not that invested. Okay, he did switch on. Unfortunately, you have just made him red. And also, how could you do that? How could you shoot a 14-year-old boy like that? I don't care if you know he's Santa or not. You just shot the image of a fucking super young child right there. How could you do that? If I was him, I'd at least get him to turn into Santa before he shoot him. Oh yeah, you did kind of fuck up the moment here. Say at least. But yeah, pretty good episode again. Pretty good episode again. Again, I'm not really sure how I feel about this lie detector ability. It seems very plot driven in terms of its like introduction and its what it achieves and like, have you guys ever heard of Santa being a lie detector? They're very loose with the with the lore of Santa right there. I'm assuming like very loose with it. It turned from being a naughty kid to a liar. Even then, like what happens to a naughty kid? They're not on the nice list. They don't get presents. Here, things drop. It just seems very loose with that. I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of it. It's a very minor thing though. Like I said, it's kind of feels like a plot thing to get us to point A to point B. So hopefully it won't be as big a thing as it was in today's episode, because it did lead on to like some of the biggest. Well, obviously, the only actual leads were presented today from that ability, weren't they? Apart from the fact that the girl actually fucking turned up, if that was her, which I don't think it was, but could have been. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty damn good episode again. Like I said at the end there, though, I can't imagine like. I mean, this guy's obsessed. Clearly, he spent 20 years doing nothing, waiting for this. But it's pretty disastrous that you'd shoot a kid like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought about this episode as well in the comments. Let me know some of your guys' theories as to Ono just kind of returning right there at the end. If you think that was her, if you think she's just like at school. Again, you guys heard my theory about her maybe being more than one person, maybe. But yeah, another fun episode. Quite a nice moment at the end here before it was ruined as well. But which is a shame. But yeah, certainly looking forward to seeing probably quite a bit of action next week. Let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments though. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys then.